might have to put some music over this video because it is so windy. It's about 20 miles an hour in Baltimore, Maryland, zone 7B, 8A, and you can see my knockout rose bush has greened up, and my hydrangeas got a little burnt from a cold spell that we had, but otherwise they're looking good. And this hydrangea is not as big as the other one. And I don't know what this is. Ah, interesting. Okay, well here's the hydrangea, and something else is coming to flower there. This is the knockout rose. Both of these I cut in half and they're pink. Now this is a miniature rose. It's called a carpet rose. Oh my gosh, and these things are from my holly tree and they are so prickly. But this is a miniature rose and it'll be orange. It's not supposed to get big, but it's a pretty good size now. I have a fern I stuck back there. I have to look up and see what this rose bush is because I have forgotten, and it's got flowers on it. I've got some hydrangeas. One's going to be blue. This one's going to be green, white, pink. And this is a like a carnation size rose. I used to have, before I had these green emerald arborvitaes that are huge, I used to have a hedge here, and this was in the hedge. And the person that I bought the house from, he said he tried growing roses here, but it never worked. But I have a feeling he didn't realize he had one in his hedge that was trying to break through. And when it reached past the height of the hedge, I realized I had a rose bush in there. So this one's called the Memorial Rose. It's actually really good for a cup of tea. It says hybrid tea, but it is good for a cup of tea because those are very perfumed flowers, petals. And when you put the petals in a hot water and then some honey, it's delicious. This is one of my cherry trees. It's from a pit that was from cherries that grew there, but the roots wrapped around because I have a lot of clay in my yard. And it got root bound and died after about 7 or 8 years of producing cherries, but it gave me 3, actually probably about 5 cherry trees. This, some calendula coming up, another artichoke. It's been 3 years for these artichokes. My flags that I moved 2 years ago in June are coming up. I gave one just like this to my aunt. These were the ones she gave to me in purple. And I can't wait till they bloom. Some garlic and tarragon's coming up in here. There was some butternut squash in here, but also some borage. This is lavender, and that came back up from the winter. I have 2 David Austin roses. This is a red climbing rose, Testa the Dubervilles, and this one is oh gosh, it's a David Austin climbing fragrant Claire Austin rose. Or no, not Claire Austin. I think it's something else. Anyway, I'll try to remember and put the name of it. This up here is a white seedless Concord grape. It is so sweet and delicious. Some garlics in here. This was 2.5 rows of garlic, but you can see not many have come up. And then again, I filled a lot more dirt on top. So maybe they're trying to make it through. Some saffron. I put some tulips in here and they've just about died back. This one was gorgeous, but it fell off, probably from the wind. The rosemary's coming back, and I'm glad to see that. So it's gotten a lot of green on it since the last time I was by here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Brussels sprouts, and then some tomatoes, actually 16. I think it's about 16, and then strawberries. This is my mulberry tree that I'm trying to keep it just to this height, under 6 feet. It had greened up, and then we had a cold snap, and that made the leaves die. Now they're coming back out again, so I'm glad to see it's still living. I usually have in here pink echinacea, so hopefully there's some coming up, but I just leave it alone and wait until I see something, which I don't see anything yet. Strawberries. Ooh, we have some strawberries. I've already picked asparagus, and strawberries are the second things I pick. These are blueberry, 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 blueberry. And again, more strawberries. Figs are starting to come up. The apples are going to be magnificent because they have a lot of blossoms on them. I have parsley that made it through the winter. It laid there flat on the dirt when it was really like 5 degrees. This is parsley from Patriot Seeds, which I highly recommend because I don't even know how old those seeds were. Made it through the winter and sprang back up in the spring. This looks like a cherry tree, and this is some wonderful oregano. Oh, it's either the Greek or the Italian. These are my peas, and I could cut off some of the leaves and stir fry those with rice. Looks like I have some asparagus trying to make it up here. I picked and froze a little bag of asparagus. I did see some more. Here's another one. My mother read to me from something she found in a magazine. The thicker the asparagus, the longer it's been in here growing. So this is a pretty old asparagus. This is a fairly new one since it's so skinny. This, I'm happy to say, is going to be more horseradish, which was over here. And then when I picked it and made it into horseradish, I threw the rest of it over here. And looks like now I have horseradish in 2 spots. This was my olive tree, which I'm not thinking it's living, which is a pity. I was really hoping it was, but I don't think so. Comfrey, basil didn't come up. I just planted some tomatoes. This may be a green pepper. Garlic is coming up from where it was before. You can see the figs are greening up here. Then over here, I just brought these tomatoes or green peppers to harden. I put a couple tomatoes under that glass globe. Oh, we have a flower. Isn't that a cute thing? I didn't even know this thing did flower. I don't know what it is, but there we go, a flower. I have a cherry tree that was from the pits of my original cherry tree. These are going to be black. Let's see, not raspberries, not strawberries, blackberries. And they're really getting full. Then I have my pear tree here, a rose bush. I have a blueberry here and a blueberry there. That one doesn't look so good. This is my pecan tree. This is a butterfly bush, and this is not wisteria, but it's weigelia. This will open up and be like pink, orangey, yellowy little white flowers. I just moved a bunch of my seeds out here, and again, since the first batch didn't come up in February, I'm not sure what these are. They kind of look more like green peppers. And I had cayenne, jalapeno, green peppers, red peppers. We'll see what we have. I don't know. The rose bush is over here. This is a David Austin, the Aldwick. This is something that was from Ken's up in Pennsylvania, and it's called a star, and it's red and white and pink. The tulips are ending. These were all tulips and daffodils. This was a rose I bought at Lowe's, and it had a lemon fragrance, and it is pure white. It is just delightful. Very, very citrusy. And I think I took, oh no, I didn't take the rose in. It's still here, but it's pure white. I just picked it a few minutes ago. Just like a lemon. Beautiful. If that all gets in white, it's going to be gorgeous. This is echinacea, and it's going to be a green echinacea with a green, dark green center. The grapes are starting to come back out. And the raspberry I contained because they spread like crazy, but it's doing quite well in this great big pot. Some chives that have come up probably for 15 years, and I really need to use them more. Can't remember what's down in there, but the garden is looking good. I bought a fern at Longwood Gardens or one of the DuPont mansions, and it has multiplied. I think I have like 6 or 8 of them out here. Gorgeous. I need to try and bring it in the house. It dies back every year and comes back up. And again, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, Zone 7B, 8A. I have some lilies of the valley. I was thinking I had some, and they're coming into bloom. Oh, 4 o'clocks. I thought I had, ginger in there, but I guess I don't. It's just the lilies of the valley. And this my friend gave me. It is a piece of her spearmint, and it's chocolate mint. Now, I can't remember. I think over in here should be all my spearmint. Yeah, that's what all these things were. So that should be coming up. It looks like the chocolate mint came up first, but this should be spearmint. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I hope everybody's doing well and enjoying their garden, enjoying the good weather, and everybody's in good health with lots of food and family and fun and God. Peace.